So today we're going to take a look at 1.03, why I can't have it all assignment, and we'll walk through how to complete it. So basically what you're going to have to do here is 3 steps. You're going to ask yourself a question and create a T-chart based on that question. You're really trying to look at the difference between scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost based on that question. So through this module, we've looked at scarcity. Scarcity is just something that's rare, like you don't have enough of it. For instance, you don't have enough time or you don't have enough money. With time, everybody has scarcity of time. You can't be in 2 places at once. You can't do 2 different things at once. With money, if you spend $10 on a sandwich, it means you can't use that $10 to buy some new clothes. There's an opportunity cost associated with everything that we do. Opportunity cost is what you have to give up in order to get what you're choosing to do or get. Opportunity cost is your next best alternative. So in 1.03, you're going to create a little T-chart here, and you're going to compare the differences between the costs and the benefits of any sort of decision that you're trying to make. The decision could be, what college do you go to? Should you get a part-time job? Should you buy some jeans or shirt or go out to a concert or whatever it is? There are different options. So the first thing I do is make this little T-chart here. We've got a cost and benefits. So this is for 1.03. Okay, so costs, benefits. And you just come up with your question at the very top. So you can look at, should I go to FSU? All right. And this can be in comparison. If you're really doing a comparison to something trying to help you out, you can look at the difference between going to FSU versus should I go to, I don't know, Northeastern. So you add costs, benefits between the two. Okay, so cost financially is less. So as the cost to go to FSU, right about now, it's roughly $17,000 a year for room, board, tuition, stuff like that. The cost to go to Northeastern, this is in Boston, Massachusetts, is going to be closer to that of maybe closer to that of 50,000 or something like that. I mean, that's something ridiculous. It's really expensive to go there. So you have your financial costs, but there are additional costs, and additional benefits that go along with this. So your costs are, $17,000 a year. You can say a financial cost to go into Northeastern is $50,000 a year, but there are also additional costs. So if you live in Florida and this is in Massachusetts, it could be less time home. It could be, harder to get home during your spring breaks or Thanksgiving breaks or, winter breaks, stuff like that. But there are additional benefits. You get to, some people will say, okay, well, we get to live in a city. That could be a big thing. It's different from Florida where you're in Boston. It's a big area. Benefits of FSU, you say, all right, well, it's close to home. Whereas over here is more difficult. You could also say, well, hey, I have a couple of credits from my AP courses or something like that. You know, they don't offer it over at Northeastern. AP credits weren't transferring, something along those lines. This is just kind of give you an idea back and forth. You could say there are other options. We say, okay, well, FSU has the ability to, you can do this study abroad program. But then Northeastern has something like an internship program. There are different ways that you're just kind of looking at these options. You're just trying to look at the pros and cons between the two. The same thing could be getting at a different decision, like, you know, should I get a job or a part-time job? So, you know, what are the costs, the benefits? You know, you can benefits off. Obviously, you know, making money. You're also building a resume. So you can put on some work experience. The costs are, you know, less time with friends. And stuff like that. We're just trying to go the costs and benefits of any real decision making. In this situation here, your opportunity cost is, you know, what would you be doing with your time if you weren't working? You'd be spending it with your friends. You know, so you're giving up the opportunity of spending that time with your friends. And you're trading that off for making some more money, building up your resume, stuff like that. So that's part of this. Now, step 3, and you want to have a reflection on your work. So you say, answering the questions down below, it says, when your chart is complete, whatever it was that you're looking at, take a few moments to reflect on your work and answer these questions. Explain how the concepts of scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost relate to your dilemma. So we said, you know, you don't have an infinite amount of time. So with a part-time job, if you're working, you have to give up your time, you know, hanging out with your friends and using that to go to work. When making a decision, are the costs and benefits equally important to you? Why or why not? So if you don't really care about this, you know, you say, all right, you know, I was hanging with my friends, but I get to see him, you know, throughout the day. I get to see him at school. I get to see him enough. It's okay. I'm only giving up a couple extra hours. I'll hang with him a different time. And money is extremely important to me. Then you could say, you know what? They're not equal. This is more important to me. I'm going to go and get the part-time job. It's just helping you become a better decision maker. Based on the chart and your responses to the questions, what will your final choice be? In a brief paragraph, with at least 3 details to persuade your instructor of this best decision. So you're going through and explaining, okay, why is it important? You know, if you say, you know what, I only have one life, I got to spend time with my friends, it's really important. You know, I'm not someone that needs to have some money. You know, materialistic things aren't that important to me. You might say, you know what, I'm going to go with this. You have to explain why you make certain decisions, and just write that down in a couple sentences. And that'll be what you would do for 1.03. You can write on a sheet of paper, you can type it up in a Word document, and then just go ahead and submit it. And that's it. All right. Take care, guys. Hope that helps.